gone.
Oh no! That's not a good start. Henry! That's a good shot for Simon. That'll help. Bang!
Straight over the top.
Pop that bitch! Piss off! Oh my goodness! Ball's in! Cut that
What a
bitch!
ball.
In the air.
Right.
13! Ball's in! Piss off!
He's
Good
gone.
one!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Brisbane West Indoor Sports Complex for this week's game of the round between the good old Ducks and Bowling Shane. I'm Frank Davidson, son of Harley. Unfortunately this week, my good mate Ben Dover's obviously on holidays, so we've got a very special guest this evening. Welcome to the commentary box, the legend from the Cannonbolts himself, Mr. Jarryn Marriott. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you, Frank. Thank you very much for having me, everyone. I'm looking forward to a cracker of a game tonight.
Well, it's looking like a good game. It could be a complete mismatch considering how poorly the Ducks have been playing.
Look, it's no lie that they have been struggling lately, but I'm hopeful that they can turn this one around. I think if they're going to do it against anyone, I think against Bowling Shane they've got a good chance.
Because Bowling Shane have been a bit of a dark horse recently, haven't they? Because they're not. And you look at them on the ladder, it's not impressive reading, but they're not getting beaten by much.
It's true, they are being very competitive, but they are struggling to find the wins that they're needing to stay anywhere near the top.
Well, I'd like to ask you, how's things going in the Cannonbolts at the moment for you?
For me personally, I feel like I'm on a bit of a purple streak with the Cannonbolts. I've had a bit of luck with those boys, and I think we've won all but one, so we're feeling pretty good this season. That's for sure.
You've only lost that one to the Bangers. That was last week, was it?
It was, yes. That was last week. That was an unfortunate loss. I feel like we fought hard, but they were just a little bit too good for us in the end.
So we await. I believe we have a result from the middle. I believe I've been told that the Ducks have won the toss and they're going to field first. So still waiting on the official team list. I know there's quite a few players coming in tonight. I've heard that Brendan Burt in tonight. He's been out for a while.
Yes.
Crash De Broy as well, I think. I saw him bowling earlier.
It's interesting seeing Crash back. He's been floating around with a few other teams. He's been flirting, I think, maybe some off-contract shenanigans going on. But he's definitely back with Bowling Shane tonight.
So you're saying there's a couple of teams that are, really giving themselves some room with the 30 cans a week.
I would say he's become a bit of a bell of the ball.
Yeah, that's a fair call. But yeah, we okay. We can't stress enough. It's hopefully a close game. It looks a good pitch out there.
Yeah, it's actually held up surprisingly well. I know there's been some contentions with the pitches in the centre lately, but I think this one should be a good one.
Team lists are in, so now the big one to take from there is the Ducks they've pulled Arca Basu in, who I believe is one of your mates.
Yeah, I'm good friends with Arca. We sometimes play together on the Cannonbolts. He's a bit of a ring-in for us, but we're good mates outside the yard game.
But also good with six. So Mark Hill's in tonight. He's been away for a while. But Christensen and McNaughton, the main two. Christensen been playing very well recently.
He has actually. He's been quite good behind the stumps, and he's been making himself known with the bat a lot lately too.
Which is quite interesting for him because he's generally renowned for being quite a quick bowler, but he's sort of been half-arsing it a bit off 2 steps, hasn't he?
Look, he's got the world's shortest run-up, but the world's quickest delivery considering.
Oh yes. So we await. So now this is. We might have to. Hey Barry. Yeah, what? Are you going to explain these odds? Yeah. No.
Come on.
What
Go
do
on,
you mean? Mate, that's not the team that's playing tonight.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not gonna happen. The Ducks not gonna win tonight. I go as far as saying that anyone that put money on the Ducks tonight, if they win, I pay them back triple.
Triple. All right, 3-1 odds. They're not bad. I'd take those odds if I was one of the punters out there.
Well, Jarryn, what's the mortgage on your house like at the moment? Because Leslie last year paid his house off thanks to Barry.
Look, I imagine so, but I don't think the missus would be too happy with me gambling the house on this one.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there's some very questionable odds there. The two teams that are not playing tonight. Mind you, might take him up on Basu getting hit in the nuts at $7 though.
I mean, like when Basu's playing, there's always a chance.
Always a chance. But it's always good when he's batting and it's a pace bowler. And he's renowned for leaving brown stains at the non-striker's end.
He's always happy to have a crack, Basu. I find it's the fielding where there's the most danger.
Yes. Well, somewhere actually you excelled quite well last week. You had a cracker on the back net there, didn't you?
Oh, look, I had a lucky night. Let's call it that.
Lucky night, yeah. Well, shit batting helps, doesn't it?
Look, I mean, if they hit it any straighter, then I would have looked a lot worse. I'll tell you that.
So it looks like we have our openers on the way out. Looks like we've got Dave Allen opening. Healthy batting average.
Yeah, I mean that's actually quite good.
And then Hill's in tonight. He's been out for a while, but still healthy average.
Look, yeah, he's been doing all right. He's definitely known for being a bit of a firebrand on the pitch. So we'll see if there's any sparks tonight. That's for sure.
Well, I'm not a fan of sparks. So I like head gaskets and everything going.
Fair enough. So interesting opening bowler there. Looks like they're starting with Jake Cullen.
Yes, which I must say, interesting choice. I mean, Josh Raines obviously is the specialist captain in tonight, but I don't. He's swinging the ball all right recently, but I don't know if it's an opening option. But here we go, first ball.
Wide ball. Well, I mean,
there's that swing we were talking about.
Yeah, well, it's swung. I mean, there's no denying it's definitely swing. If he can get it in the right spot, he could be quite dangerous.
That's generally the issue, getting it in the right spot. Something he has issues with off the pitch as well, I hear.
Couple of loose ones. Bit of a warm up. Looks like Dave's taken the jackpot on the wide though, so he's not feeling too confident against Jake. So.
I did notice that. It took 4 straight up. No risks taken. So. It's a nice shot.
Nice shot. Yep. Easy to up down. That's what you want.
Quite a defensive field though. Like Basu and Raines right back on the net. I don't mind the positioning of Newman and the Kelvinator up front there. It's actually not a bad ball.
That was very good.
Very nice delivery actually. So, but still, like, would you be sitting that far back this early in the game? Though?
Look, my personal strategy is I like to cover the back net. Good ball. Third ball. I personally like to cover the back net myself. It's more important to keep it off the back net than it is to maybe get that cheeky bopped up catch. But yeah, it's just a personal preference.
Okay, so third ball. Let's see how this goes.
Alright, he got bat on it. Good on him. There we go. Tidy first over.
No. The ball's been hit out of the net actually.
Oh,
Umpire's called him back, so he's obviously just poked it through that gap in front of. Obviously, they've got a very small budget here, so we can't keep those nets down too tight. It's the third ball to be bowled again.
Oh, he's missed it. And he's they're out.
I think this is out. This is an interesting scenario. He's been given, I believe, but.
Oh, was that a wide? Is that a shit umpire call? First one of the night.
It's tight. I mean, it's. And Mellett made sure that he whipped the balls off twice.
Oh yeah, Mellett was on the ball. He wasn't wasting any time.
There was definitely no question of whether or not Allen was not like he was making a genuine attempt at the run. So
we'll have to see if that affects the firebrand.
So we'll see. So Basu coming in now to bowl. So and how do you find Ace on Basu in the nets? Is he as challenging in the nets as he is on the pitch?
Definitely, it's his run in. It's a very deceptive run in, and it can really throw you off if you're not expecting it. The ball comes out at a very odd angle. It can be very hard to play effectively.
So is there much difference between his slow one and his quick one?
I haven't noticed too much of a difference myself, but in all honesty, I more play with Basu than against him, so I haven't actually had the chance to face him in a live game very often. So far, a little wide that last one, but
does prove to be quite dangerous when he gets it on that length, like just out of the reach, or out with those 2 dots near the pitcher, on about middle and off, and then it doesn't turn massively, but with that angle it makes the movement a lot more obvious.
Absolutely. And honestly, it feels like the Ducks have a plan against Mr. Hills here, because they seem to be bowling quite wide of him, and it seems to be working. He's struggling with that sort of offside delivery.
The interesting one is how Allen plays, because Allen can play quite 360 degrees of the wicket. He's obviously got his preferences as to where he wants to hit the ball.
Well, that's a good start. Well placed. Good fielding by the Kelvinator.
Yeah, good effort there by the Kelvinator.
He's dived on it and got it straight back to Marriott nice and quick, so definitely gave himself up the opportunity.
So 1 ball left in this over. Allen at 12. Hills, I think, a bit unfortunate to have taking that wicket off him, but there we go, last ball for the Sur over. A wide delivery.
Call.
I think he's been let off.
There we go, Basu gets away with another one.
2 overs gone, 1 for 10. Thoughts on the run rate?
Well, definitely, I think the Ducks would be happy with this. They've definitely restricted these 2. We know Dave can certainly whack it. They've clearly targeted Mark there. They've got a strategy and they're bowling to it, and so far it's going off. So we'll see if they can keep it up.
This is where it does get interesting, because Marriott, very
good fielding. That would have been interesting if that had been a hit. That's for sure.
I was just to say, Marriott very accurate, and good to see him back bowling. He's had some shoulder issues, but not only that, when you got to sit back in your crease when you've got Joshua Jones behind the stumps. You got the Ducks they are not short of quality keepers.
No, 100%. They've got some good keepers on their team, and you definitely don't want to be charging these boys unless you're real confident.
And especially, obviously, we mentioned before Joel Gorman out with that finger injury, but another sharp keeper as well.
Yes, absolutely. There's like you said, there's no shortage of them. I feel like that's true of a lot of teams in this league at the moment. There's a few quality keepers going around between the teams.
So with Christensen been quite good behind the stumps recently, but then you guys in the Handbox had a couple of rotations going behind the stumps, haven't you?
Yeah, usually the captain, our captain Ebad, he likes to be behind the stumps the most. But we've got a few who can hold the gloves when they need to. That's for sure.
Well, Arby Bose is most like that for a part timer though, isn't he? Sitting behind there.
Arby Bose's best spot on the field is anywhere but behind the stumps.
Oh really? Jeez, that's right.
He knows who he is.
He knows it, does he?
He knows it.
Yeah, no. So end of the Marriott over, none for 10.
Bit expensive for Marriott. I think a bit unlucky there, maybe with some of those calls. But honestly, I wouldn't be too unhappy if I was the Ducks. We've definitely kept it on, and I can see they brought on Kelvinator here. So, what do you reckon? They're trying to go for the throat now, or they're letting up on the gas?
Well, Rain's on the offside, which I don't mind. And the big thing with him, when he gets, that's albeit a little short. I've noticed the past few weeks when you watch the Kelvinator bowl, is as he comes around, his shoulder tends to lock up every now and again, and when it locks up, he pushes him down leg. But when it really flows through, puts him on that nice length outside off, and if offside fielders are in the game, it's not a bad ball.
That was beautiful.
Bang! It's a 7.
Full 7, is it? Was that a misfield from the back, or just too good, was it?
No, full front foot.
Oh, yeah.
Shit effort from Cullen on the back net.
Look, he put his hands out, but unfortunately, just didn't magically find themselves in there.
Well, they rarely do. So, look, how do you face the Kelvinator a bit? How do you find that? Not only the pace, but the line that he rolls when he gets it right, and it just goes across you sort of towards a vacant first slip. Dare I say?
Yeah, it's definitely the line is the trickiest part. If he bowls it a bit too short, then you can usually pick up on it. When he gets it a bit fuller, it can be surprisingly capable of beating the bat. That's for sure.
And as you said, in a team that, when fit, has 3 high quality keepers.
Oh
said before, you can't afford to miss it.
Absolutely, you cannot. You will get stumped. Another good
shot, another boundary.
Has he done it?
Cullen's got one. Cullen's run him out here.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the replay.
So It's a great shot, actually,
It's a
by
great
Allen.
catch by Cullen.
Not a bad catch. Oh, he's not in
Mile.
the picture. He's not in the fucking picture there.
Mile out. That wasn't down.
That's in another fucking postcode there.
Yep, umpire's giving it. Wow, great sharp bit of fielding from Cullen.
So a late wicket in the skin, which is just might bring him back into it a bit.
Definitely.
One ball left in the skin, 2 for 28.
Look, anything under 30 is very competitive from a bowling point of view, that's for sure. Ooh, wide ball.
Yeah, shoulder just sort of gave way a bit there, didn't it?
That's all right.
So end of the skin, and I wouldn't say it's a poor effort.
No, not at all.
Really balanced effort all round.
Yeah, I would argue that this match is evenly poised based on that skin.
Based on that, so Allen batting well, Hill's struggling a bit.
They definitely had a plan, and they seem to bowl to him a little bit more effectively. Good figures from Cullen there, 1 for 3 and a run out. So he's
a run out. He's not doing too bad.
Could this be one of those one of these unicorn games?
I think he might have got a bit lucky with that wicket though.
Well, sometimes that's all you need to really turn a purple patch in.
This is an interesting move by McNaughton.
Interesting pairing here.
Well, Burt and De Bruyne, both of them back in the team after a while. Normally you'd want to send them out if someone's got a bit of a feel for the grounds and the way things have been going recently, but now he's gone the other way. So let's see. So we've got Josh Rains to open the bowling, left arm orthodox.
Okay, all right. Big
Crunch!
hit.
Oh, bang!
Is that it?
That's a 13!
Off the jackpot.
Off the jackpot! 26 straight off the bat!
Brendan to be feeling good about that.
Oh.
Can't ask for much more. That's a skin's worth of runs in one delivery.
That's a Baz McCullum effort.
Oh, that was a chance there for Arca to catch that one.
There was a chance there, but that's a Brendan McCullum effort.
Here we
First
go.
ball, get out of here.
All right, Crash's turn.
Crash down the ground.
Oh, he's charged.
Oh, he's got another one.
Oh.
Oh, then he's got another one. No.
He's hit the side net first.
Just hit the side net. But geez, didn't Mellett's eyes light up at that.
Oh, he thought he had a chance.
So Burt, first one, 26.
Oh, he's cracked it again. Oh, he's cracked it again.
Cracked him again, another flat 7.
I mean, he's been out of the game, but he's been practicing while he's been off, that's for
Oh,
sure.
this just not like he never left.
Oh, that feels good.
On the first over his skin, he's taken him for 30-odd.
This is rough for Josh. He's going to have to find something deep here.
Yeah,
and find
very
something.
rough for Joshy in his first game back for a while. So
He's floated it up.
floated up again.
Oh.
And Crash gets in on the act.
Crash has charged him down.
They're in dire straits now, the Ducks, aren't they?
I wonder
Where do you
what's
go from here?
Look, Josh has got the experience. I wonder what's happening here. Do you reckon? Is it the mixture of styles of charging out and backing away that the two respective batsmen have?
I don't know. Oh, so he's gone around the wicket. He's going to bowl his mediums, which that's a good length.
Ooh.
And that's unfortunate. It's a good length. He's missed out on a wicket there.
Yeah, I think there was half a chance in that one.
But I've always rated him higher as a spinner rather than a medium. I think his medium pace, with like anything, with the right. Oh my lord!
Another one.
Like against the right batsman with the right matchup, he can cause some trouble. But I've always found he was a lot more venomous with his orthodox.
Yeah, that last one was just a bit too full there. It made it easy for Mr. De Bruyne to just pick it off.
Well, you've been on the receiving end of some of Joshy's balls. I think he's had your stump a couple of times. Is it the flight that does it?
Yeah, like any good spinner, it's all about the flight of the ball. The turn's important, but nothing more than the flight.
So Newman into bowl now.
Dropped off his own bowling. Oh, that hurts.
That hurts.
You can't blame anyone but yourself on that one.
That hurts. And now Burt on strike. 35 off his first over. Big
He's cracked it
swing.
again.
Cullen. Sharp effort.
Sharp effort from Cullen. Cullen is on fire tonight.
The
I'll tell you that.
umpire's not giving him.
No.
I don't fucking blame him.
I would have been tight. Another one.
Pick your fielder. Straight over Cullen's head.
Was that through the hands or over the head?
I think a bit of both. He's got long levers.
There we go. Oh, I think that's over the head. I think we have to give credit to Cullen. There wasn't much he could do about that one.
I think that was more of a Grammy performance. Make it look like he actually tried.
Wide ball. Oh, he's just stabbed it.
Just length ball so climbing into the ribs. A bit of a top spinner actually.
Yeah, no, that one had Brendan in all sorts.
So where do you bowl to crash now? You just can't. Oh, you can't bowl anywhere.
No, it doesn't matter where you bowl. He'll just move to make it a good ball.
You can't bowl anywhere to De Bruyne at the moment. He is on fire.
He is. I think all these different teams courting him has really lit a fire under his belly. That's for sure.
Jeez, it's no surprise that Bowling Shane were the first to contract him at the beginning of the season. They wanted to make sure no one could get a hold of him.
Yeah, I can see why they threw the big cans at him.
And the edge.
Oh, is that a catch?
No, it's been dropped.
It's been dropped.
It's been dropped.
No, I tell you what, those are tough. When they come off the net like that, they spin in any which direction. It's no shame on Mallet there. He did his best, but yeah, they're tough ones.
Half effort that one. So. And they're
looking like they're trying to stop the bleeding, and they're bringing on their best so far.
This is dire straits.
It's dire straits when Cullen's your best, that's for sure.
It's dire straits when he's your best, but dare I say it, it's dire straits in general. And I don't actually mind this move.
Yeah,
got to
try something.
Not so much like regardless of whether it's how quick it is, it's more the fact that he is getting the ball to move.
Exactly.
And just anything to make it a little bit harder. If you get the ball to move a bit through the air, it might just produce a mishit.
They've scored about 70 runs off 2 spinners overs. You've got to try something different.
Yeah.
Ooh, another wide one.
I mean, you also got to think, without Borman in the side. Now, normally this would be a time when you'd see Borman bowling his first over.
100%.
So...
no, misfield.
Basu's misfielded one there. It's costing 4.
Ooh, that's rough.
You can see already it's this moving ball's just slowing him down a little bit, but it's not going to slow him down for long at this rate.
Ooh. Well, that'll slow him down. Can't hit a 7 off a wide.
No, but they won't be happy with it though.
No, it's not what they're looking for. They need wickets at this point.
Just looking to try and get that Yorkers to tail in. Base the middle and leg.
Ooh, that was a bit better.
Better ball, length's a little short. But
it cramps the batsman up, stops them being able to hit those big back net shots, which is what you need at this point.
Goes to show the form that Bert's in. He negotiated well. He didn't just commit to the big one. He's
100%.
watching the ball.
Oh yeah, they're not just pre-hitting.
Ooh! Another misfield.
Half chance.
At the moment, they need these half chances.
Yeah, they need a couple of these to go to hand to have any real shot. I mean, I've got to say, compared to where we were just 3 overs ago, the state of the game's pulling on its head.
So now they've been at Kelvinator in which... Well, Basu's in the firing line now. If Kelvinator gets the ball in his normal area, it's potentially a stumping, but Basu is in the firing line. That's not what they want, though.
No, not at all. But look, I don't mind it. Kelvinator is the only other wicket taker in the game so far, so see what happens. Maybe they'll get overconfident.
Over the wicket now.
Big smash.
Another 7.
De
Bruyne. This is a race for 50, and I must say I've seen some big partnerships in my time, but I've never seen both batters get close to 50.
Oh, I agree. Are we on for triple figures in the skin alone?
Oh, forget about that. We're definitely on for triple figures, which I have not seen triple figures in a partnership before. But as I said, regardless of whether you as a wide
ball,
that'll bring up
that brings up Brendan's 50.
That's Bert's 50. So. Regardless of the amount of times I've seen an 80 or a 70 or a 90, it's generally 50 from one end and 15 from the other.
100%. You very rarely split it down the middle this evenly.
So when they're split down this evenly, and there's another boundary from Bert, a lovely straight drive down the ground for 5. No, at a pace like a tracer ball, no one was getting anywhere near that.
Not a chance. That's one of the ones you have to have already been there. There's no way you're fielding it.
2 balls left. De Bruyne. 1 run required for his 50.
Can Kelvinator snag a wicket?
Oh, we'd like to see one. Oh, loopy delivery in the air. Oh,
I think it might be an up and down.
down, I
Up
think.
and down bum shot. That's what the umpire's seen.
So he'll get himself a single. So De Bruyne brings up his 50. Now Bert's just got to survive this ball.
All right.
And end of the over.
End of the over.
End of the skin. So from 30 for 2 to 137 in the space of 4 overs.
This, I don't know if it's a first for the centre, but it's a first that I've ever seen. This is some astonishing numbers.
I'm trying to actually think. The last time I saw, like, it's a testament that both of them have actually achieved it, but the last time I've seen any batter bat as well as either of them did was a few years ago now, and I can't remember the name of the batter, but pretty much every ball, not only did he hit to the back net, he was copping full toss after full toss after full toss. So he was gaining an extra 2 every run.
Good Lord, yeah.
And
that'll do it.
And again, like a lot of scenarios, he put on 50 and his mate put on about 15 or 12.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty common. I mean, we even saw it with the first batting pair where one was scoring the lion's share of the runs. It's very common in indoor, but to see them split so evenly and with such big numbers is very, very rare.
So Basu to bowl the jackpot.
That's a beautiful jackpot in between stumps and bat. That's a.
We have Christensen and McNaughton now, so
this might be the chance for the good old Ducks to strike back there. With 4 wickets here, we could suddenly see maybe some life back in the game.
Get through the third ball and they need it.
Is that out?
No, it's been saved. It's only 3.
Only 3 of the 7.
Just about to inquire about what mind frame will these two be in. Are they going to keep piling on, or are they just going to try and cruise it along?
Look, I would bet McNaughton's going to do what he always does and look for the side nets, left and right, nothing down straight. He's not going to go for the big shots. He never does. But classic Duncan.
Late shot into the corner.
Duncan gets his runs from 2s. I think that's the only thing he would have to watch out for, is he likes to grab a sneaky 2. And Christensen's willing to back himself too, so he might.
How do you bowl to McNaughton? Because he's one of those players that, he can be really difficult to bowl to because the margin for error is just so small.
It's very true. I've always found bowling to McNaughton, it's not actually about how you bowl, it's about where you put your field. If you can, because he only likes, you need to get him playing shots he's not comfortable with. If you can cover his comfort shots with fielders, that's where you find your runs. Find your wickets against McNaughton.
So does Newman potentially need to come up right on square leg potentially?
Yeah, kind of where Kelvinator is. That's where I would put Newman as well. Really cut off that side net as being an option and force him to play straight, which is not his comfort zone.
Good shot. A missed stumping by Marriott.
That was potentially a close one.
That's disappointing. They needed it.
Yeah,
they needed that.
They need
one.
something just to breathe life back into their innings, their bowling innings.
I mean, it's not really a question I can ask you as a player because you've ever been in a situation like this, but when you are at the 9th over and they are 150, what are you thinking of restricting them to? Like, what are you thinking about chasing?
You almost can't focus on that because if you start to play too far ahead, then you're just going to demoralise yourself. You really need to just be thinking about the next ball. Because if you can just think about wicket, then that's a bit of a loosener from Mark there.
Very loose delivery there from Newman.
No.
Jake Collins cost him another one there.
Told you. He's always looking for that cheeky extra run, old Duncan.
Yeah.
So.
But it wasn't necessary for Jake to be throwing the stumps down though. That's what's cost him. He's cost him that.
Yeah, like a nice soft underarm. Look, a bit of rush of blood to the head. I can't blame him in this circumstance.
Well, rush of blood to the head, or the emptiness in his head.
I
think the term is airhead.
Yep, more up and down.
He's picking on the Kelvinator, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's picked Kelvinator as the easy fielder, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, I think that's Duncan's favourite shot. He'll play that no matter who's there. You put Steve Smith in that gully, he's going to play that shot.
Stumping.
Oh, easy. There we go.
Newman gets the wicket.
Finally, well deserved, I think. Newman's been pouring his heart out there, and just beautiful, beautiful flight.
That's the length
That's
you
what's
want.
done it. Yep.
Flight length.
Didn't even need it to spin.
Marriott makes no mistake there. That's a trademark stumping there for Newman and Marriott, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. It's what you're used to seeing.
Off the legs there.
Ooh, nice fielding from the Kelvinator there. Stop that from...
Not a bad shot there from Christensen either. So
yeah, he's playing it well. He's definitely showing a bit more respect to Newman, I think, after that stumping.
it's the last ball in Newman's spell. There it is again.
Yep. So it's interesting they switched Cullen over to where Kelvinator was. You reckon that's to try and maybe shore up that shot of Duncan's, or...?
I would have thought. I do like the idea of having him quite close there on point to try and take it away, but it does open up the leg side. That's like that.
Easy down ups.
I can only imagine that. Yeah, that's the attitude. Is try and really crowd him and just make him play straight. And against Joshy, you'd want them to play straight because at least you can find yourself a catch or something. He's followed.
Okay, that's
followed him. No, he followed him. I think there was mistakes on both counts there. Christensen didn't read it, and then Joshy just followed him.
Yep.
But it wasn't Josh's greatest ball either. There's a
nice flooded.
Flooded in there.
Oh, what is that?
What kind of a hack is that from McNaughton?
Clearly, the cramping him up has worked. They're forcing. They've gotten in his head about playing his usual offside up down, and he's gone for a big thwack. He got away with it. We'll see if it happens again.
Well, I'll have to quote me mate Benny and say I think Dunkin' Donuts has put the donuts away and gone vegan.
Yeah, it looks like it. Here we go. Let's see. Is he going to do it again? Oh no, he's just kept it out.
There's that wristy flick of his.
Yep, that's what we're used to seeing.
So you must feel for Reigns because he's actually bowled very, very well.
I mean,
and he does not deserve those figures.
Those figures are rough. They hurt. As a bowler, they hurt.
I think it's fair to say those figures are rough. I think it's fair to say those figures they're rough like 80 grit sandpaper on Davey Warner's ass.
Yeah, they're Look, you hate to see it, but I mean, in all honesty, considering he was none for 54 after the first over, none for 68, it's probably not too bad.
It's not too bad.
You'll take it.
But he doesn't deserve that.
No, absolutely not. There's people on these teams who do deserve those sorts of figures, and Joshy ain't one of them.
Well, we're not going to mention Jack Cullen, no.
I certainly wouldn't.
So Marriott to bowl the final over.
Ooh, wide ball. Is he going to re-bowl it? No, it doesn't look like he's taking the re-bowl.
He's interested. I mean, he's happy with this total.
Yep, he said no. Fair enough. Sporting decision, I think.
That's actually a bit unlucky there for Cullen. He was in the right spot.
He was in the spot. I think it went straight through his legs.
Went between his legs. He just wasn't quite quick enough to get down to it. Well, so that's really the hardest bit I'd imagine about building up front there is that you can.
Another one from Duncan.
What the fuck's that from McNaughton?
I tell you what, it's the strategy. They had the strategy. They cramped him up, and he's playing uncomfortably. He's doing very well, to be fair. There we go. Yep.
Boundary from Christensen.
Yep.
Not a problem.
Look, the great thing about charging a straight shot like that is you're already halfway down the pitch, so the odds of getting run out is so little. Look at him; he's not even trying, and he's already there.
Well, when you're 6 foot, when you're 6'8" and you're 70% legs and 30% shoulders.
I mean, it does help being able to reach the other end in 2 strides. There we go. That's more classic Duncan stuff. Oh, look, he's thrown the stumps down again. Christensen's not interested in the second. I think he wants to face the last one himself.
And Jakey's starting to.
He's getting a bit fired up there, I think.
That head gasket of his that he's going to blow soon.
Yeah,
the engine light is definitely on.
You can taste the frustration.
Little flick.
Nice
Try.
Good effort.
Sue not quite good enough to get it. So close of innings. Is that the biggest total you've ever seen?
It would be up there. I don't think I've ever seen a 200, so being up at the 189 is Oh man, that's harsh.
It actually makes Mark Hills look a lot worse than what he was, to be honest.
It really does.
It really does.
Makes you question what happened with Mark there,
but it doesn't. He batted actually really well.
Even old Duncan, who's normally known for a good 12 to 15 with the side nets, has scored over 20.
That's like I'm speechless. Those numbers are phenomenal.
I don't know if we're witnessing any sort of records here, but we are seeing a cracker of a game. I guess I got to ask: do you see any way for good old Ducks to get back into this? Is there a chance to chase this down or not?
They'd like to have Foreman in their side tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they're missing him for sure.
Rains and Marriott are perfectly capable of putting on big runs. They don't necessarily have to chase that. Like, the thought of chasing the 107 skin is beyond them. It's not about chasing skins, it's just about chasing the total.
Oh, hang on. Looks like the captain of Bowling Shane there, Duncan McNaughton's having words with the umpire. What do you reckon he might have been discussing there?
Maybe asking him if he got the little white bag.
Oh yeah, I mean it's possible.
So we've got Basu and the Kelvinator open. So
interesting, they're not opening the bowling with Brendan. He's typically their opening bowler. Do you reckon there's a strategy in that?
The wicket proved to be quite slow in that first innings because there wasn't much for the quicks. So, good length.
Good length. That was a tough one.
But the pressure's on. These two have to set the tone.
They do.
They need big runs. So this first over is really going to set the tone. If they get a few away, they don't have to get massive amounts, but they get a few away and then just put a bit of pressure on the field and then
he's gotten away with it.
Gotten away with it. So
it was a third ball, but and he's missed it, but he's held his ground. The stumping has not gone through because Arca held his ground, and the throw down to the other end was misfielded. So Arca had time to make his ground. So hey, he'll take it.
Kelvin had to face his first ball. How's he going to fare tonight?
Crunch!
Top that bitch!
Great shot. Well, Kelvin is out trying to make a statement. He's here to chase this down. That's for sure.
That's good. That is awesome effort there from the Kelvin. He's set the tone. He's saying that no blokes, we're going to go after this.
Positive intent. That's what you want to see from the boys.
It's what you need from your openers.
Yeah, easily. Let's see if Arca can. He's shaking the nerves now. Let's see what he can pull out. Oh, he's gone for it too.
He's joined the party.
Oh, here we go.
The Basu's joined the party with a 4.
Oh, this is what you want to see.
This is
what you want to see.
not actually a bad start for the Ducks. Over to face his second. Ooh, better delivery, better line, better length.
Nice and full, and it got straight under his back there.
So I know that's going to be the challenge for him, is maintaining it. It also makes you wonder, when does McNaughton start to feel the pressure?
Well, he's not going to feel it, I think, in this first skin with anything less than 100.
None for 10.
None for 10.
Off your opening over normally.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be too happy with that.
You wouldn't be thrilled, no.
When they're chasing 189, you'd probably be okay with it.
Oh, look, you'd have to. You can't be too unhappy. None for 10, considering there's a jackpot ball in there, is probably not too bad.
Ooh, it's a good shot.
Good shot, well played. So I certainly wouldn't be too worried, even in a regular game. When you've got 180 to defend, you're feeling very comfortable at this point.
Yeah. So Hill's just pushing one down the leg side. It's not too far down the leg.
Yeah, I think the umpire's called it good. No, umpire's called it wide.
Definitely a wide. It wasn't far though.
No. So we'll see if he can line him up.
Just going to loosen himself up a bit. It's his first game in a while, so that's a better delivery. Is it?
Is he given?
I think it is. It's a catch.
He's caught it.
I think
he's not been given.
I think Allen's taken a screamer here.
Yep. The team didn't go up. It looks like the umpire couldn't give it until someone appealed. Oh, he's definitely caught him.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. That's a lovely piece of fielding there by Allen.
No one's appealed until Mark at the end there appeals right at the very end. So interesting little rule tidbit is wicket cannot be given if the fielding team does not appeal. So
no, I think you've learned that the hard way a couple of times, haven't you, Jarryn?
Unfortunately, I have. Yes.
Yeah.
A bit of a misfield from De Bruyne. I think he's already thinking about the victory drinks he's going to be having tonight. That's for sure.
Well, how many is he? No, did I read somewhere he's on about 8? Is he about 8 a match? Thereabouts?
Oh, look, I haven't counted, mate, so I'll have to take your word on that one.
So, you're sitting on about 3 at the moment, aren't you? You about 3?
Well, when I can. When I can.
Yeah. So, last ball the Hills over. Ducks are 1 for 13. Oh, lovely
nice
shot.
Scoop.
That's a lovely shot there from Basu.
Yep.
So, 2 overs down. They're 1 for 15.
Look, obviously they're not accelerating as much as I think they would have liked originally, but, runs is runs. So, the keeper's having a talk to the umpires.
Intent, so McNaughton to bowl now. So, McNaughton, this is actually quite early for McNaughton.
Yeah, he normally likes to bowl a bit later in the innings, so I wonder if there's a...
Oh,
they had
Stop that bitch! Piss off! You're out!
Yeah, look, McNaughton, he's a canny captain, and he saw something we didn't, and he's clean bowled the sea.
Yeah, he proves us the same every week. Yeah, he's been in this game for so long. We've watched him play. We've played with him. We've played against him, and he still to this day is one of the most deceptive bowlers going around.
Oh, he is. Every time you think, here's some easy runs for us, and then next thing you know, your stumps are gone, and you're wondering what the hell just happened. Bit of a loose one there.
Well left there by Basu.
So there was, I know last week there was some criticisms of Basu's footwork. So I wonder if McNaughton's heard that and is trying to exploit it with some of his own. He's done it again. He's done it again.
And another one.
Yeah. Footwork's let him down again.
He's renowned. Basu's footwork, we've heard that is actually not that poor. The biggest issue with him footwork-wise is his hand-eye coordination just doesn't sync up with us.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually got one of the best cut shots going around, but it's one of those things. Cut shot, hook shot, they're in there and they're available, but he's just got to stand still to play.
Yeah, definitely.
But, if the coordination was in sync a bit more, it's not a bad shot there at all.
Yeah, no.
If he had that coordination tidied up a bit, those front foot drives become a huge weapon for him.
Oh, definitely.
The way his wrists move through the bat is second to none.
Look, he's not a bad batsman.
No.
The biggest thing he needs to find is just that consistency. It's, like you said, with the straight bat, just a bit more consistency. He can play the horizontal bat well, and when he's on, he's on, and he'll find that back net. He just needs to find the more soft-handed, guided shot, I think. Like that. There we go. That's a good one. See.
So I think the hands really went through that time, and that's where he's going to get his runs.
Yeah, you want the loose wrists, and you can play it off the net.
And if you got a bit of pace behind it, it's not hard to find that back corner where you're
if it comes out the middle, it'll get there. Oh, Kelvin's got a big hit.
Lofted shot again from the Kelvinator. He's not giving up here.
Oh no, Kelvinator's he's playing to win.
He's given him some hope. The coach is setting the example.
100%.
So 4 balls left in this skin. They're 3 for 16. Not pretty reading, but there's some good intent.
Definitely. They haven't become shrinking violets. They're definitely going out there and they're trying. Obviously, the results aren't going their way at the moment, but hey, can still turn around. There's still some batting left in this squad. So
the big question is, where do Rains and Mallet bat? Do they bat together? Do they bat separately?
Look, it's a toughie. Like, it's always the question, right? Do you just abandon the biggest skin that the opposition set you, or do you try and attack it and try and pull a victory from it and really demoralise the team?
Oh, would be good.
Ooh, that's a good ball.
Allen's bowling well tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Those figures are actually incredibly unfair on him. He's bowled a hell of a lot better than that. Every ball was in the shoebox.
100%.
Just the Kelvinator got a good piece at him early, which didn't do his confidence any favours.
No. Oh, there we go. Nice soft hands. That's what you want to see.
Lazy effort there from De Bruyne on the leg side.
He's checked out of this match. He thinks it's done and dusted.
Fucking first graders.
Look, you get what you pay for.
So they put up a reasonable skin.
Look, to be honest, any other night, 22 for Basu and Kelvinator, you'd be happy. As a captain, you'd be very happy with that skin.
McNaughton will be looking at this.
He'll be chortling tonight.
I'll tell you who will be really disappointed. Benny Dover. he will not be happy with those figures.
Not a fan of our mate Duncan, hey?
Yeah, he's taken a bit of a disliking to Dunkin' Donuts, as he calls him. So
A bit like you and Cullen, I see.
well, I just don't like shit players. So it's nothing personal. I just hate shit players in general.
So they've put out Cullen and Newman for that 107 skin. What do you reckon? Have they abandoned it and they're keeping their best batsman for last, or are they attacking?
Hackfest, I imagine.
Possibly, yeah. Oh, he's gone for it. Oh,
I mean,
third ball.
as much as I hate the useless prick, he's got one shot, and it's that big.
Oh, it's a big shot.
Hack.
Yep.
What?
Nice shot.
And actually sort of relate, when you are chasing the big skin, abandon it. Who gives a crap? And it's your best chance is a hack first.
Oh, beautiful from Newman there.
That's a beautiful shot from Newman.
Great feeling all round. I mean, great shot from Newman, but great feeling from Burt there. I think if a direct hit, and I think Newman might be in trouble though.
Ooh, every other week.
Yep. That was a bit lucky there for Newman, but look, you've got to take him where you can get him.
Good to see that Burt hasn't dozed off yet. So
No, not at all.
De Bruyne bowling some very lazy deliveries.
And Cullen's just not able to capitalise at the moment. He's going for it. There's A for effort. He just needs to find the bat now. Oh, there we go.
Like that.
Beautiful.
How about that for a shot? Oh, and he's flipped him off.
He's flipped him off. Oh, he's fired up. Cullen is fired up.
Head gasket starting to steam.
Great shot though. You got the full credit to him. He was gone. I think he'd given up on the run.
Yeah. The engine light's gone from yellow to check.
Let's see if Mark can follow it up here. Last ball. Oh, he's gone for it.
Oh, and again, boundary.
Straight
I
through
think it's
him.
a boundary. That's a good shot from Newman. Yeah, it's another boundary. He's picked the gap beautifully there.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like there's no denying. De Bruyne has completely fallen asleep at the wheel here. Some lazy bowling, and the boys have capitalised, and that's what you got to do. And
so De Bruyne
get given a chance.
De Bruyne majorly fucking up that over at 9 for 22.
9 for 22 is terrible.
That's just fucking appalling.
For a first grader too. I mean, he's on such a big contract. He really should be putting more effort.
I know he scored 50, but come on, bro. Earn your 8
Job's not done, De Bruyne. Job's not done.
That's a good
another
shot.
good shot.
Well, they've brought Burt in. He's held him back. He's held Brendan Burt back.
He has. He's clearly waiting for his time to strike, and I guess the time is now.
So Cullen facing Burt. Big open
What do you reckon?
stance. Oh, open stance.
Middle stump ball.
I think so.
Ooh, he's
Just
got
digs
him.
it out. Just digs it out.
Honestly, that's impressive. Burt is a hard bowler to face, so for Cullen to dig that one out, he should hold his head up high.
What is it about him that's so hard, Jarryn? Is it pace, movement?
For me, it's that outswing. He has an absolute nasty outswinger. It swings late and he bowls it quick. And you'll be going for a forward defensive cover in your stumps, and before you know it, it's straight in the keeper's hand. It's rough.
Oh, a bit of argy-bargy there.
Yeah, Cullen's just lost it. He's fired up. There might be a punch on.
Oh, then they could be. So De Bruyne just hobbling a bit, so that might weaken him a bit later on in the piece.
Oh, big appeal. Umpire is not
I'd
interested.
say half-hearted. There wasn't much there.
Keeper definitely thought there was more going on, but what can he see?
So
He doesn't like it.
he
He's
doesn't
pointing.
like it, does he? So last ball to Burt over.
Oh, big
Another
swing.
hammer crack.
Oh,
Is that a 3? I think we got 3 here.
3 here. That was a big crack. Good on.
He made a big noise off his bat.
Look, Cullen and Newman, 17 each. They're off what, 2 overs?
Yeah.
That's big scores for both of them.
Burt's gone for 12. I mean, that's
9 for 12, yeah.
And yeah, it's probably not that bad given the scenario, but that's
Again, any other innings, 9 for 12 from your strike
that's
bowler.
expensive.
Yeah.
So
If we got
Hills
on
to
Mark
bowl
Hills
now.
there.
He bowled well.
He bowled well. 1 for 5 was good.
So Hills getting himself ready.
A little bit wide. Oh, mix up. Oh, no, well done. That was actually, I think, a good call in the end. The run was definitely on.
It'll cost him, but actually a good ball. Like he went straight for the thighs.
Yeah,
He's not giving Hunt any room whatsoever.
exactly. Got to cramp him up, stop those back net shots.
another good shot.
Another good shot, yeah.
Angling into the hands of Newman. Newman can't play straight with that.
No. So he's definitely bowling well enough to sort of stem the bleeding, so to speak. But, you know. He's
down the ground.
misfield. Oh, a rare misfield from Brendan there.
I think we've got another boundary here. So this is
Are we talking dropped catch here?
No.
Boundary. No, definitely. Yep.
He's majorly cocked it up.
Yep, straight through. It was right there for him too, and everything. He was in position.
Brendan Burt was a much better player when he didn't have the ponytail. Let's be honest.
Lofted shot, but well placed, right between the fielders.
I know he keeps saying it, but you know, the good old Ducks in their 7th over are 3 for 68.
I mean, any other day,
cracking
you would be very happy with that as the captain of the Ducks. Big swing, no ding. Oh, hate to see it. It was there to be hit too.
Big ugly hat, trademark Collins shot, head in the air, back another postcode, ball in the keeper's gloves.
Where did that go?
What the?
I don't think anyone's seen where that's gone.
What was that?
Collins swung for the leg side, and somehow it's hit the offside net.
What do we call it?
Reverse sweep?
I'd say reverse ugly hat.
Yeah, something like that.
So
McNaughton
in the ball now. So
he's brought himself. He's trying to stem the bleeding here.
Yeah.
Ooh, good ball, and honestly well played, well handled. Bumped into the net, no risk taken. So
good top spinner there by McNaughton.
So do you think? So obviously, Cullen and Newman need to jog on with this for the team to have a win. Do you think they're just maybe thinking about protecting some stats at the moment? What's happened here? He's been given.
He knows it.
He's been given.
His head's he's going
all right.
down.
What's happened here? All right, we've got to throw back.
Lazy effort to make his ground.
He hasn't grounded his bat.
Hasn't.
Bat's in the air.
Yeah.
No, he knows it.
Head into the hand. He knows he's fucked that up.
5 runs for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing there. Another wicket for Duncan Donuts.
I mean, I have to say, good throw by Christensen to get direct hit on that one. Anything else, no chance.
Another 4 runs. So they're picking on De Bruyne there, but De Bruyne's putting a really piss poor effort in tonight.
Well, they've pulled him out of the front in order to, I guess, maybe wake him up, but it hasn't happened yet.
So
there we go.
He's maintaining this open stance. He's not.
Oh, he's backed off. Oh, straight through.
He's beaten him.
He's beaten
Allen there.
Ooh, that was risky. I think that was half a chance. That was a tough one, but Allen could have taken him.
He's not scared to go after him. He knew that, obviously he knows there's a risk going after a bowler like McNaughton because he's such a hard bowler to get away, but not scared to have a crack.
And that's it.
So, end of the skin, 4 for 72. Any other day,
if you send out Cullen and Newman and they come back with 50, you're happy. You're jumping for joy. That is great.
8 runs off your general park.
Yeah.
Now, and you know, if you take away the fact that there's a big chase on, with Mellett and Rains coming in,
you would like your
at 72,
chances.
you'd be thinking, you fucking beauty, 120, here we come.
Oh, absolutely. And you think 120, that's a huge score. There's no reason Bowling Shane should be able to get 120 easily.
No.
But unfortunately, we've seen, not only can they get 120 easily, they got past 150, they got past 170, they're into the 180s. What are you supposed to do?
Joshy Rains, a specialist captain out there now with Jason Mellett. 2 good averages.
Yep. They both can hit the ball, that's for sure.
Christensen, the bowler.
Oh, yeah, big slap.
That's the Joshy Rains we know. Rock on back foot, throw the hands through the offside.
Absolutely.
So
what's the average there of 0? So Christensen's still to take a wicket? Is that what I'm understanding?
I believe so. Yet to take one.
Oh, let's see if he gets one tonight.
But what do you expect when you're lazy arseing off those 2 steps?
It's true.
6'8", the build of Curtly Ambrose. Hit the fucking pitch for Christ's sake. Oh!
Has he done it?
I think he's got it. A soft wicket.
Let's have a look.
A soft wicket, but you can't take it
he's
off him.
Belted back. He's missed the catch, and it's gone straight into McNaughton's head. Wow. You won't see anything easier than that.
It's a soft wicket, but Christensen takes his first wicket for the season.
And what a way to take it, by dropping your catch.
Yeah, exactly. There's a wide.
There's a wide.
There's a shit ball just to back it up.
Yep, 100%.
Just to prove the fluke that it was.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
2 balls remaining as Christensen over.
Oh, he's gone for it. It's fallen a bit short. Ooh.
Norton's onto it.
Yeah, no.
Back to Allen behind the stumps at the moment.
Yeah, that's interesting choice. Is Allen a regular behind the stumps for bowling?
Actually seen him keep, to be honest.
No, it's usually McNaughton and Christensen will switch duties. So.
I know that Nev McCreek and Lockie McCreek not into not father and son John. I know Nev's quite handy behind the stumps.
Right, I see.
So
we brought on De Boer again.
So line up the run first.
I mean, based on the first over, you'd have to say so. But you never know. He's a high caliber player. He might have woken up.
Let's see what happens this over.
No ball.
Another
off the pitch.
ball, and Joshy makes very light work of it. He pops into the side net, takes some bonuses.
Yep, 4 runs. You'll take it for a side net shot. I noticed if you look at the field there, McNaughton's almost standing on the halfway line. Right? It's a very aggressive field.
It's a very aggressive field, isn't it? What's the strategy? Bert's down the ground covering the bat. McNaughton's up front, but Hills and Allen are actually quite back, like defensive.
Oh,
another boundary. Yeah, big boundary there from Mellor.
I personally don't understand the strategy there of McNaughton. And maybe it's just intimidation factor, because at the end of the day, the only way these boys are winning the game is through back net shots.
And
so it makes sense more to a handful of 13s, not the side net. So it makes sense to cover the back net, not leave just one sweeper defending. But look, he's been in the game longer than me, and maybe you know something I don't.
We see another big shot there. So Rain, that's back-to-back boundaries. Rain just put one on the back net.
Yep, a nice big 7. So I mean, they're doing exactly what they need to do to turn this game into a potential win. Bit of a fumble there from Bert.
So De Boer obviously looking for a reason not to play next week. He's 10 runs off another half century. The man's going to score 100 tonight.
There's going to be 100 runs involved with De Boer's game for sure.
So is he lazy, or is he just an arrogant prick?
Well, maybe it's just a case that he loves seeing runs be scored, no matter how they're getting scored. Whether he's scoring them or whether they're being scored off him, he just loves seeing that scoreboard tick up.
Like, last ball this over. Let's see. Come on. We want a 4 here.
Get the 50.
We want a 4.
Oh, he's got it. He's gone for the big shot. Yes, he's done it. The rare double half century to have both bowled and batted a half century.
Well, let's be honest. He scored the first 50 and he scored the second 50.
That is true.
He's just an egotistical prick. It's all about him. He just wanted to score 100. He had to one up Brendan.
Counter argument here. Maybe he's just trying to make sure his contribution isn't too high. He doesn't want to fly too high, and he's keeping his contribution nice and even.
So you're saying he's a lazy egotistical prick?
Potentially. We can't rule it out. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing for free. He doesn't play like this when he plays for my teams. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you guys can't afford 8 cans a game, though, can you?
No, that is true.
Because you already because Badsy Malik's already taken 9 a game, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. So we've got 2 overs left and about 80 runs to go. So I mean, we're really looking at unwinnable here.
So Christensen takes a wicket.
Yeah, another one. 2 wickets.
2 wickets. It's a soft wicket.
You hate to see those. It's not a bad shot. It's just that up and down nature of the top net that kills you sometimes.
So 2 balls left in the Christensen over. He's 2 for 1.
2 for 1. He'll be happy with those
Very,
figures.
very happy.
Cramped him up. Nice shot.
1 ball left in this spell for Christensen.
Oh, he's floated it up.
In the air. Caught. No!
Oh, he's dropped it.
He's fumbled it. McNaughton's made a mess of it.
Oh, I mean, it was low to the ground, but he was down. There's no excuse. He should.
That's poor. So
perhaps a bit of mercy on the opposing captain's behalf.
Yeah. 1 over to go. Bert to bowl it.
I mean, you've saved one of your best for your last, so.
And there's the There's the
There's the official's run chase.
requiring a shitload of fuck all.
Yep.
So
that pretty much sums up, I think, this entire match.
It does, yeah. So well, the broadcasters said they weren't honest. So
oh, he's cracked it. Is that in the crown jewels?
unfortunately, it's not pursue.
No.
Unfortunately, so we've missed out.
We've missed out on the.
Look at Barry in the back here. He's doing fucking handstands.
I mean, I don't know what he's so happy about. I mean, he couldn't even put on the right teams. Oh, wicket.
Another wicket.
Always seems cruel at this point.
It is just cruel.
It's a good shot. It's just well fielded and beautifully thrown. Top of the bails. You love to see it as a fielder. It just feels like too much for too little at this point.
So, dare I say it, Barry's predictions this season have been pretty accurate. So, how much did you lose on the Ducks?
Well, fortunately, that was a good delivery. Like I said, my missus doesn't let me gamble anymore due to the incident. So, fortunately, I didn't lose anything this game. But my heart goes out to all those folks out there who thought this would be a closer match than it has ended up being.
Well, the ones that are stupid enough to take the bet.
It's always a risk with Barry.
Oh yes. So 2 balls remain in this innings. Burt 1 for 11. Wouldn't he like a few more to his tally? He's been fantastic.
His contribution will be through the roof at this point.
So final ball of the innings.
There we go. You reckon Mellett's going to go for it, or he's just going to protect his?
He's going to go down the ground. He'll want 21.
Yeah, go for it. He's done it. He's charged him.
Oh no! And Burt makes very light work of it. Finishes with 2 for.
What an ignominious end! But I mean, can we expect any less? I mean,
this match has been like that. Very soft wicket.
Looks like Christensen was actually trying to stop him.
I think
getting
so.
The wicket there.
So Bowling Shane, they win by 89. Burt finishes 2 for 8, and it's a rather disappointing end, to be honest.
It is. I mean, to be honest, the good old Ducks scorecard in the end it's a defendable total in any other.
Exactly.
But as we said all night, it's
they hit triple figures.
I mean, you're never unhappy when you hit triple figures in India.
No, you're never unhappy.
But I guess you are when the first team scored 189.
Yeah, 2. So, but Burt 57 and 2 for 8, good effort.
Yep.
And then De Bruyne putting on the ton.
Yep, the ton between.
The ton. So, does he get dropped next week?
I honestly don't know. I think that'll be up to McNaughton. He'll have to do the team review at the end of the match and over the weekend, and I guess we'll see if De Bruyne can actually keep his spot.
So, and then, but like, Christensen 2 for 4, no complaints. McNaughton.
3 for -2. That's
fairly
great figures.
Thinking.
Yeah, great figures for McNaughton. He'll be happy with that.
But yeah, curator Bob's your uncle's in a bit of trouble though, isn't he?
Look, he's definitely created a one-sided pitch. There's no doubt. It feels harsh to blame it entirely on him. There was definitely runs to be scored as both teams did crack the triple figures. But this was a blowout. There's nothing, no other way to say it.
Well, so that's the live ladder. You guys had a loss. No, you had a win earlier tonight, did you?
Yeah, no, we actually managed to scrape together a win. Thanks to some good bowling from the boys. So.
Obviously the big news is we've got the new teen generation gap in there. They got a good win over Wet Desire, 47-run win.
They did, yeah.
So
interesting team, that one. There's, as the name would imply, there's quite a few age variances on the team. There's some young boys and some old boys. So.
They were officially entered last week and they copped the bye. Right. So this is their first week playing the second round. So the Ducks sitting down there, that's a nasty differential, isn't it?
Look, none for 4 hurts, but that differential is rough.
So, well, thank you for joining us this evening, people. We will hopefully see you next week for the match of the round.
No worries. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.